in too early.
Whoever comes in will come in.
Dope. Awesome. All right. Well, let me turn on some music, and then we're going to start our timer. So if those of us who are joining us for the first time, everything we do in this class is timed. So there will be a timer at, I don't know if it's switched as a mirror in the computer, but it'll be in the bottom corner of your screen. Sorry if there's a glare, can't see it, awesome. And I'm also, for sure, recording this session this time, so we'll have it up on our YouTube channel. I'll edit it so won't have all the awkward stuff in the beginning. But we're gonna start with our warm-up. Our warm-up is gonna be 3 rounds of 3 exercises. We're gonna do 30 seconds each, and just take it at your own pace. We're gonna modify each exercise each time. You do not have to do the modifications. You can just do the regular exercise, I promise. It's a dynamic warm-up, so you'll be raising your heart rate, getting a little warm, and also stretching at the same time. All my timers have a 10-second countdown, so the only thing you're gonna need right now is your body. That's it. So we'll go ahead and get started. I don't know if you can hear her, but I'll make sure to say what she's saying. So we're gonna start with our feet in squat position first. Say what she's saying, great. Right here, we're just gonna push the booty back. Bring the hands in front for a nice squat. So, what am I looking for in a squat? I want you to bring that belly button in towards your spine. We're going to be warming up this big meaty muscle, our quadriceps in front of our legs, pushing the booty back. 95% of that weight should be in that back heel. Spine nice and neutral, abdominals on. You have less than 10 seconds. Breathe here. I like to keep my hands in front for balance. You do not have to, I promise. We have 10 seconds of rest in between our stretches. We're going to practice some lunges here. I'm going to take a back step lunge with my right leg. I'm going to keep my hands at my hips. Remember that this is just your warm-up. Our goal here is not to go fast. Our goal here, alternating legs. Left leg now, taking a step back. Our goal is just to warm up. See what feels good today, see what doesn't. Right leg now, taking a step back. Think about bending that back knee to 90 degrees, keeping this front knee over the ankle. Then back to center. I prefer back step lunges over front lunges. They're a little bit easier for me to control. You have another 3, 2, and 1. Second. That was our second exercise. Our third exercise, deadlifts. It's meant to stretch out that beautiful lower back and posterior muscle groups, just keeping the feet directly underneath the hips. Push the booty back and slide the hands down the legs. My mentor and my trainer said that this reminds him of taking off your pants. I've never taken my pants off this way, so I mean, if you can visualize that, pushing the booty back, sliding the hands down the legs, weight is in the heels, soft knees, just like you were in those squats. Breathe here, relax the shoulders at the top, we're almost there. In 4, 3, 2, and 1. 10-second break when we go back to our first exercise, which was our squats. Bilateral movement, right hand to left knee, chest high, abs on, spine nice and neutral, shoulders down. My right hand is going to touch my left knee. Now, my feet are way too wide. If you're feeling flexible this afternoon and you're nice and warm, for me, I haven't turned the air conditioning on yet, so I'm feeling a little hot. You can make sure to take that right hand. You can stay touching that knee, or if you can, touch that heel. The goal of this exercise is to make sure we deepen that squat. Keep the booty down. Weight is still in the heels. Remember to breathe. Woo. Going back to our second exercise, our second warm-up. Lunges. Taking a back step lunge. I always like to start with my right leg first because it's easy for me to remember. I'm going to take a step back with my right leg, a big step back. I'm going to bend that right knee. My right hand is going to touch my left knee, and then I'm going to come back to center. So from the front, left leg now, taking a giant step back. Left hand is going to touch my right knee. Keep that right hand on the hips if you like, whatever's most comfortable for you, alternating each time. If you're feeling flexible enough, I'm sorry. You're going to try and touch that heel. The goal is to not rotate those shoulders, keep the shoulders square. Keep breathing, and then back to center. This is my favorite exercise. I'm not sure why. It's my favorite stretch. We're going to go back to that deadlift position. Feet right underneath the hips, about 2 to 3 inches of space in between the feet. Take my right hand. I'm going to slide my right hand down my left leg, soft knees. My left hand's going to come up towards the ceiling. I'm going to look towards that left hand and come back to center. Exactly like the squats, this is just meant to deepen, it's meant to deepen that stretch. Relax the shoulders down. Remember to breathe. I know it sounds silly to remind people to breathe, but I have to remind myself to breathe. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. And right back to our squats. Our first 3 exercises. We're going to be doing big turns this time. I'm going to take our right hand and put it down in the middle of our feet. I guess that makes sense. So you can either palm the floor, making sure that butt stays down with your right hand or fingertips. And you're going to take that left hand up towards the ceiling. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale back to center. Both fingertips touch. And then stand back up. So from the front, left hand down. Right hand up towards the ceiling. Make sure to keep that booty down. And breathe. Now, I do not have great flexibility in my shoulders, so I really have to reach. We're almost there. Woo! Gorgeous. To those lunges, we're going to bring our feet underneath our hips. Again, starting with the right leg first. I'm going to take my right leg back from the front. Take a giant step back. I'm going to put my right hand on the floor, right next to my left foot. Left hand comes up towards the ceiling, twist. Exhale back to center, and come up from the side. Taking the left foot back. Runner's lunge, which is funny because I don't know any runners that stretch. Exhale back towards center. Sorry. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Make sure you have that giant twist. You're over to 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now the last exercise and the last stretch is going to be toy soldiers. We're going to start with our feet directly underneath our hips. Another bilateral movement, arms out to shoulder height. I almost said shoulder width, that's not right. You're going to do left hand, right foot. Breathe. So the goal in this stretch is to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Woo. And bring the foot to the hand, not the hand to the foot. So you want to keep that chest nice and elevated. Beautiful, open heart. Breathe, 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 breathe. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. We're almost there. Ooh, hopefully. Inhale here. If your feet don't touch your toes, if your fingertips don't touch your toes, it's totally fine. You can just wave at your toes next time. Gorgeous job. Okay, so we're going to get to work. If you need a couple more seconds to warm up, that's totally fine with me. You can, I don't know if you can pause Zoom. If you can pause Zoom, you can. But if you're watching this later on YouTube, take a couple seconds to warm up. We have our first of 4 exercises at 40 seconds each with 15 seconds of rest or transition time in between each exercise. We do every exercise twice through, so if you find that the first round isn't challenging enough or too challenging and you need some modifications, please feel free to take the modifications. You do not have to do what I do. I just want to make sure you're safe, happy, and healthy. First exercise, with no dumbbells, exactly like we did for our first one. We're going to squat, come back up, take the feet in together. Right step back, left step back, back to squat. So we're doing a squat to right step lunge, left step lunge. If you have dumbbells, you can go ahead and leave them by your side. It's going to be hard. Up top, harder. It really doesn't matter to me where they are as long as you keep that spine nice and neutral. Abdominals on, blah, blah, blah. You've heard me say it before. Second exercise. Without dumbbells, we're going to do those walkouts to swimmers. So just like in our deadlift when our warm-up, we're going to push the booty back, slide our hands down our legs. Now from this position, we're not going to go back up. We're going to walk our hands back out to high plank position, and we're going to swim. I'm not great at swimming, so we're going to raise our right hand, wiggle our right fingertips, wiggle our left toes. We're going to keep the spine as neutral as possible. Lift the leg, then swim the arm. That's 1. Right foot, left hand. That's 2. Soften the knees, walk the hands back up to the feet. So that's your first body weight exercise. If you like to grab your dumbbells, you can do a deadlift. Ooh, just stay here. And we're gonna row, row. Exhale, come back up. So you're just taking the high plank out of it. Exercise number 3, low side shuffle to jump squat. So I'm not gonna pick up my dumbbells for this. You can if you'd like. We're going to get low in that squat. We're going to shuffle about 2 to 3 times from one point of the room to the next. Shuffle, shuffle, touch the floor, jump up. Shuffle, shuffle, touch the floor, jump up. Remember, these exercises are for 40 seconds. You don't have to go hard the whole 40 seconds. You just have to go. And our last exercise, our 4-4 exercise, low plank toe touch to toe tap. We've done these before. Off our elbows. Elbows underneath the shoulders. From here, we're just going to reach out, in for our hands, and then tap, for our toes. If you need to do it off your knees, that's totally fine. If you even like to do it off your hands in high plank position, fine with me. We'll be offering modifications each time. I've already talked too much, so let's go ahead and get started. We have a 10-second warm-up. Again, I'm going to be, sorry. I'm going to be picking up my dumbbells. I'm going to leave them right by my sides for our squat to back step lunge. Woo! Abdominals on, so we're going to squat. Come back up, bring the feet together. Take a back step lunge with the right. Exhale back to center, now the left. Woo! Beautiful, now let's do it all over again. Remember, if you need to take a break, that is totally fine with me. Now, if you don't have dumbbells, what's a great way to make this exercise harder without dumbbells? You can drop them. I'm the worst at these, so I'm sorry. Keep the shoulders down, arms up. Woo, I gotta stop saying that. I need to improve on these. Back towards center. This takes the balance. Woo, you have something above your head. Anytime you have anything above your head, it's a little bit harder to balance. So that's gonna make your core a little bit more, work a little bit more. Oh, I already talked too much. I was already from exercise number 2. Those walkouts to swimmers. I'm gonna do the first round unweighted, and then I'm gonna pick up my dumbbells for the next 20 seconds. I said first round, sorry, I meant half. Push the booty back, slide the hands down the legs. Now once you come to your ankles or to your shins, we're gonna walk out to high plank position. Keep the shoulders as square as you can towards the floor. Raise the left toe, swim the right hand. Woo! Now raise the right toe, excuse me. Swim the left hand, and then slightly bend the knees. Walk the hands back to the feet, and come up. Gorgeous. Now if you have dumbbells, push the booty back. We're gonna row, row. If you don't have dumbbells, we're gonna slide the hands down the legs, high plank position. We're almost there. Oh my gosh. I got one more in. All right. Exercise number 3, we're gonna side shuffle to jump shot. Now I want you to get low, 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 low in that squat. We're gonna side shuffle. I'm gonna do about 2 times. If you'd like to shuffle more than jump, do like 4 or 5 shuffles. I'm sorry, I just did 3. Beautiful. So keeping the weight in the heels, we're gonna keep the knees very, very bent. That's what it looks like from our profile. Hands in front for balance if you need to. Woo. We're almost there. Oh my gosh, now we're more than 20 seconds there. If you have a dumbbell, if you'd like to keep the dumbbell at your chest, oh my gosh. These are not very heavy. These are about 8 pounds. So I'm just gonna use 1. Woo! Breathe here, almost there. In 3, 2, and 1. Gorgeous. Now, our low plank tap outs to toe touches, side profile view. Breathe here. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Bring the feet out. Woo! So I'm going to touch forward with my left hand, back to center. Right hand, back to center. Right toe out, left toe out. Beautiful. Remember, always modify if you need to come to your knees. Now the goal here, when you're tapping that toe out, your goal is to not twist. You want to keep the shoulders as square as you can towards the floor. I'm so sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. So from the side, spine nice and neutral. Squeeze those glutes to make sure you protect that beautiful lower back. Keep breathing. This is exercise number 404. We do it all over again. In 3, 2, and 1. 15 seconds of rest. If you have dumbbells, let's pick up some dumbbells. If you prefer not to, that's totally fine. I'm going to pick mine up. Going back to that dumbbell to 2 squat. Hold on. Dumbbell squat to 2 back step lunges. Woo! From here, I'm going to hold my dumbbells over my shoulder this time. You do not have to. You can definitely keep the dumbbells by your sides. Doesn't make it any less easier. Woo. Breathing here. Remember to keep the majority of that weight in that front heel. So when I step back, woo, my spine's nice and neutral. Exhale back to center. Beautiful. Where should I be feeling this? Well, in that big, meaty muscle quadricep, especially in those squats. For me, I feel it because I am the worst at balancing as I fall over. I feel it in my core. So anytime you take a step back, want to make sure to engage those abdominals, keep that spine nice and beautiful neutral. We have those walkouts to swimmers or renegade rows. So I'm going to pick up my dumbbells, and I'm going to do a deadlift to single arm row. So a renegade row is basically rowing one dumbbell to your side, then another in a high plank position. If you don't have dumbbells, that's totally fine. We're going to come out. This will not be the last time that we do a walkout today. We have one more. We're going to lift the left toe, swim the right arm. I think this is how you swim. I am so not good at swimming, so right here. Soften the knees, walk the hands back to the feet. Beautiful job. Again, keeping the shoulders as square as you can towards the floor, even in that deadlift position. Breathe. Ooh. Gorgeous. Oh, we have that side shuffle. I'm going to keep it dumbbell. Because it's the second time through, I'm feeling a little bit warmer. I think I can do this. So I'm going to keep the dumbbell at my chest. I'm going to push my booty back. It says low side shuffle, so let's get low. Oh. Breathe, breathe, breathe. So 1, 2. If you have a dumbbell, let's touch the floor. And pop up. Oh. So I might do one extra shuffle. Because that hop, oh my goodness. Hey, you know what? Some days you're the hammer, some days you're the nail. Today I feel like the nail. So if you need to take it easy, that's totally fine. You also do not have to hop. You can take that dumbbell down to the floor and then just stand up. Woo. We're almost there. 10 seconds. Woo. Gorgeous. Again, you don't even need the dumbbell if you don't want it. Ooh. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Finally. I shouldn't say finally. We're blessed to have the last exercise, low plank position, off our elbows. We're going to tap out in front and then tap our toes. Whew. From this position here, even if you're off your knees, you want to squeeze the glutes. Look right in front of you. Tap, tap. If you're off your knees, you can stay there and tap out. Or come to your toes and tap. It's completely up to you. Right now, I need to modify to off my knees. Breathing here. The one thing I care about is that you're staying safe, that you're going through the proper range of motion while keeping proper form. So I can stay here and turn and do the exercise, but obviously I'm not doing it correct. Woo. I mean, sometimes. Tap out, and rest. Beautiful job. So that was our first circuit. We're going to take a quick short break while I explain the next circuit. It's the exact same thing, almost, except for the exercises. 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest or transition time. We do everything twice through. That way, if you need to modify this for the second round, you totally can. Okay, so remember I said we're going to do these walkouts one more time? This is the walkouts. This is where they happen. Last time we do them today, I promise. Pushing the booty back, sliding the hands down the legs. We've already done this so many times, so you're a pro at this. We're going to come out to high plank position. Now from this position, turning to the side to show you, hands underneath the shoulders. If anyone's ever done yoga, I know that you push back to downward facing dog, so that booty comes all the way towards the ceiling. Now, where are my hands? They're right, they should be a little bit wider than the shoulders. All we're going to do is bend the elbows out, bring the head down, come back to high plank, push up, and walk back. So it's a pike up to a pike push up. What does that mimic? That mimics an overhead press. So if you happen to have some dumbbells near you, we're going to do a deadlift, just like we did for our first walkout. Push the booty forward, or booty backwards, not forward, that's different. You're going to curl, press, back, down. So we have our walkouts to pike push up to push up, or just deadlift to curl to press. Sorry, I just noticed that there's something in the way. I'm so sorry. Okay, exercise number 2. We just did our walkouts to curl to pike push-ups. We have curtsy lunges. If anyone's ever taken ballet or any form of dance, we're just going to be doing a curtsy, which is taking, for my instance, right leg behind my left. We're going to bend the right knee, keeping the left knee over the ankle, exactly like a regular lunge. Then come back to center. Then we're going to step out, side lunge. So from the front, curtsy lunge to side lunge. Beautiful. From the side, curtsy lunge to side lunge. When I side lunge, I'm just pushing that booty back, then coming back to center. Anything hurts or feels uncomfortable, stick to just the side lunge or just the curtsy lunge. Again, dumbbells can be by your side or over your shoulder. Exercise 2 of 4. Exercise 3 of 4. Oh no. 4 mountain climbers to 1 burpee. So what we're gonna do, high plank position. You're gonna count 4 on one leg. So in my instance, it's always gonna be my right. Hands underneath the shoulders. Bring the knees into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're perfectly set up to come up to a burpee. Feet on the outside of the hands. Stand up. Come back down. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo! Burpee up. You do not have to do the burpee. You can do the 4 mountain climbers. If you're having wrist issues, you can do 1, 2, all the way to 4, then air squat. It's totally up to you. I'll be offering both modifications, and if you don't want to come down to the ground, guess what? You can hold those dumbbells out. Oh, we'll do that when we get to it. That was exercise 3 of 4. Exercise 4 of 4, 2 sit-ups to 2 elbows to knees. If you have a mat, I grab it, or if you're on a nice cushiony carpet, from this position, 2 sit-ups. Option 1 for your sit-ups, hands over your shoulders. You're gonna roll up, touch your heels. That's 1. Option number 2, excuse me. Hands across the chest, holding it here, elbows to knees. 2 sit-ups. We're gonna come back down to 2 elbows to knees. You're gonna take your right fingertips, wiggle them, wiggle your left toes. A lot of bilateral movement stuff, sorry about that. We're gonna bring our right elbow to left knee. Exhale back down, hands are above our head. Left elbow to right knee. Woo! And then we go back to our sit-ups. If you've already forgotten everything, don't worry, I have 2. So we'll do it all together. 2 rounds, 40 seconds each, 4 exercises. Take it nice and slow, at least for the first round. For the second round, we can always offer some extra modifications. Again, timer's gonna be right here. You're gonna have 10 seconds of warm-up. We're gonna do our first workout, which was those walkouts to pikes, to pike push-up, to regular push-up. I'm right here with you. Let's slide the hands down the legs, pushing the booty back. Soft knees. Now we're gonna walk out. High plank position. Now we're gonna do downward facing dog. Then we're just gonna bend the elbows, almost like you're bringing your head down to the floor. Then come back to high plank, push up, and then walk the hands back. Side profile view. We're just gonna slide the hands down the legs again. Walk the hands out, high plank position from here. Downward facing dog. From here, bend the elbows. Woo! And then regular push-up. Now remember, sound effects if you need them. Woo! You do not, on the next round, have to do the push-up. You can just do the walkout. You can just do the pike up. We'll be doing the dumbbell modifications for round 2. Second exercise, that beautiful curtsy, to side lunge in 3, 2, and 1. I like to pinch my right leg so I know what leg I'm working. Hands out in front for balance. Taking that same leg, you can set it down if need be. Push the booty back. Exhale, come up. Now let's try the left leg. Let's tap our left leg. Take it right behind us. Put it down. Take a giant step out. Push the booty back. Weight is in the heels. Come back up. Again, sound effects if need be. If you have dumbbells, you can keep them by your sides. Oh. Or you can keep, you can keep them above your shoulders. I should stop making all that noise. Breathe here. Woo! We're almost there. Going back to our right leg. I can get one more in. Exhale, push off that heel, gorgeous. Our second, oh my gosh, our third workout, 4 mountain climbers to 1 burpee. I'll do the front view first. Please don't kick your dumbbells with your feet, pick them up. That could cause ankle injuries. So we're gonna come down. 4 mountain climbers. We're gonna bring knees into the chest. 1, 2, 3, 4. To 1 burpee, bring the feet up. Stand up. I like to clap my hands to make sure I stand all the way up. Come back down. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Woo. So that's 8 total. 4 if you're counting 1 leg. Side profile view, just like in our warm-up. Keep the booty down. Feet come out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Pop up. We're almost there. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Woo. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, just in time. Woohoo! Our final exercise. Exercise number 4, 2 sit-ups to 2 elbows to knees. Oh my goodness. So we're going to start with the sit-up. Your feet are going to be your anchor to the floor. Relax all the way down. Hands can be above the head. If you like, you can reach up, roll up. Touch your heels, that's 1. Option 2, arms across the chest, elbows to knees. Woo. Then hands come back above your head if you're just doing a regular sit-up. Left hand, right knee. Excuse me. Again, sound effects if you need to. That lets me know you're breathing. Apparently, I will speak English one day, I promise. Breathe, here, we're almost there. Woo. Inhale here, exhale, just bring that elbow to the knee. The leg does not have to be straight. The foot can be pointed or flexed. And now we have 15 seconds of rest. Breathe. So we're going to go back to exercise number 1. I'm going to keep my dumbbells the entire time and do the dumbbell option. I'll quickly go over the bodyweight option if you like. Oh, we're going to do those walkouts to pike ups to push ups. So if you have dumbbells, push the booty back. Slide those hands down your legs. Exhale, come back up. Abdominals on. You're going to curl, press, back, down. Again, deadlift. Woo. So this is if you have dumbbells. Beautiful job. Now I did something that's a cardinal sin in deadlifts. I look down. If you're doing deadlifts, please make sure to look at that beautiful face in the mirror. That's going to make sure your spine stays nice and neutral. If you don't have any weights, no problem. Let's bring those hands all the way down to the floor. Downward facing dog. Push up. Woo. Regular push up. And then walk the hands back. Picking up your dumbbells. Resting for just a few moments. We have that curtsy to side lunge. Woo. I'm going to start with my right leg first. If anything hurts or feels uncomfortable, please just do a regular squat or just a regular side lunge, whatever works for you today. So I'm going to curtsy with my right foot. Bring that right foot to center. You're going to bring your dumbbells in front. As you lunge, spine stays nice and neutral, back towards center. Now my left leg, side profile view, spine stays neutral. Majority of that weight in that front heel. Coming back, dumbbells come in the middle, pushing the booty back, weight is in the heel of this foot, back towards center. So right, center, side lunge. This is almost like what we were doing. Oh my gosh. Except, sometimes my knees don't like to cooperate with me. Breathe. Woo! Second round of exercise number 3. 4 mountain climbers to 1 burpee. So, if you prefer to have dumbbells and not do the bodyweight option, I'm going to show you your option number 1. So instead of 4 knees to chest, we're going to do 4 curls. 1, 2, 3. On the 4th one, keep the dumbbells above your shoulder. Squat. So this is an option. You don't even have to have dumbbells. You can use this as an option. If you don't feel like doing the burpee, this is the 4th curl. Pushing the booty back. Come up. Sometimes my wrists are not always very kind to me, depending on how my training sessions have gone this week. So I need to modify at times. I know people are like, well, duh, Rachel, you've been complaining the whole time. Of course. Well, sometimes I think I can do the exercise. Woo, but then I realize I need a modification. Gorgeous. Fourth of 4 exercises are 2 sit-ups to 2 elbows to knees. Let's go ahead and relax, my favorite part. Relax on the floor. We're going to bring the arms above our heads, feet flexed, knees slightly bent. Bring the hands up, touch your heels, lower down. You can stick to this roll up or do your sit-ups. Doesn't matter to me as long as you're going through the full range of motion, as long as you're keeping proper form. Now, if you're not a big fan of these bilateral leg drops, please just keep doing sit-ups. Or flutter kicks, or some type of your favorite core work. Oh my goodness. Breathe here. Elbow to knee, lifting that head, neck, and shoulder up off the floor. Or your mat, excuse me. Please grab a mat. I know mine's back behind me and I haven't gotten it. Sorry. Touching the heels. And relax down. Gorgeous. Give yourself a round of applause, please. Woo! So on to a little bit shorter of a time, but a little bit higher of intensity of an exercise. This time, instead of 40 seconds, we're going to be doing 20 seconds of work with 10 seconds of rest or a hold. Now, I'll show you what that first round of exercises are going to be. We're going to have, pulses, sorry. I should have made that face when I look at what the exercise is. The good news is that we get to lie down on the floor. Please lie on your mats. Do as I say, not as I do. Please protect your spine. We're going to go ahead and lift the legs right above our hips. So my feet are flexed. I need to because I don't want them to be floppy all over the place. Our legs are nice and engaged, heels pointed up towards the sky. All you're gonna do is try to touch your toes. I like to pretend that there's like a little kitten or a little turtle I'm trying to touch. We're gonna lift the head, neck, and shoulders up off the floor for 20 seconds. So what is this working? All these muscle groups right here, especially your lower transverse abdominis, your lower abs. So 20 seconds of pulses, 10 seconds of just resting the legs on the floor because it's gonna put a lot of pressure on your hip flexors and your quads. So you can rest against the floor, or if you like to take those hands up underneath the booty and do 10 seconds of leg raises. After 10 seconds of leg raises, flex those feet, feet above the hips, 1, 2, all the way to 20 seconds, 10 seconds of leg drops. That's our first exercise. We'll talk about the second one in a minute. Yeah, in a minute or so? Yeah, we have 4 rounds. Sorry, I can't do math. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. Just like each timer, we're gonna have 10 seconds to get into position, 10 seconds of warm up, which our position is to lay down on the floor. Let me move back, sorry. Nice and relaxed. Feet come up towards the ceiling. And let's pose. So, it does not have to be fast. Remember, you have 4 rounds of this. So you can just get used to the movement here. You can just leave the legs stagnant and you can join us in the pulses whenever you're ready. Oh, we're almost there, less than 10 seconds. Breathe every time. So you can either lay those feet on the floor, relax, or just do 10 seconds of leg raises. The leg raises can be straight or bent knees, but in 3, 2, 1, we bring those legs right back up. Let's pulse, pulse. I forgot to mention, sorry. The first round of Tabatas is all core. The second round is a lot of cardio. Woo. The 2 things that I know I need to work on, sorry. I don't read here. Flex those feet, reach for those toes. 10 seconds of rest or 10 seconds of leg drops. Breathe. Nice and gentle, please. No forced movements. Oh my gosh, back to our 3rd round of pulses. We're almost there. You're more than halfway there. Oh my gosh. Okay, so where am I feeling this? I'm feeling this all right here. Oh, feet flex, Rachel, come on. Breathe, 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 breathe. We're almost there. Less than 10 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Sorry, I'll move that. There's a little bit of glare on the app. 3, 2, and relax. Or leg drops. I know you can bend those knees if you need to. So if anything starts to hurt, not feel uncomfortable because that's different. Woo. Last round. Let's go. Ooh. Oh my gosh, breathe, breathe, breathe. This looks good on writing. Breathe here. Woo, we're almost there, almost there, almost there. Oh my goodness. Okay, last 10 seconds of work, we're almost there. I'm like trying to convince myself, we're almost there, we're almost there. Last round of leg drops. But we are keeping the legs together as much as you can, squeezing those inner thighs. And rest. That was our 4 rounds. We have another round, different exercises, a little bit more cardio. We're gonna have 2 options. So anytime you see burpees written down either in our program or someone else's program, there's 3 parts to a burpee. Well, 4, depending on how you're doing them. One of the parts to a burpee is just a squat. Perfect. That's what you're feeling today. We did a lot of burpees earlier. Just stick to the air squat. A regular squat if you'd like to grab some dumbbells. What we're gonna do, the full exercise, the way it's written, is 4 high knees. So just like our mountain climbers, we're gonna count 1 leg. So use those hands. I promise you, it's gonna help your knees. You're not gonna look silly, I promise you. Shout out to my friend Val, who thought she looked silly. She looked great. So what we're gonna do is bring the knees to the chest 4 times. Count 1 leg. 1, 2, 3, 4. From there, 1 burpee. Easy peasy, 20 seconds of work. For our 10 seconds, you can either rest, step and touch, or hang out in that low squat for 10 seconds. Then go right back to 4 high knees to 1 burpee. Option 2, you do not have to bring those knees. You do not have to jump. You can just take your hands to chest level, go 1, 2, all the way to 4, then air squat. Does not matter to me as long as you stay safe, as long as you go through the full range of motion, whatever you feel. Remember, you have 4 rounds. You can go back and forth between each one. I'm gonna do my best to do those 4 high knees to 1 burpee. So just like our round before, We have 10 seconds of warm-up, 10 seconds to hype ourselves up. Make sure that there's nothing around you. Woo! In 3, 2, and 1. We got 4 hands. 2, 3, 4. 1 burpee. Hey, we survived. Woo! Maybe me, not so much. Okay, we're almost there. Woo! Okay, now I feel a little silly. Okay. But you look great. Keep it up. We're almost there. 3, 2, and 1. Woo! 10 seconds of rest, or 10 seconds of that low squat hold. So we just put a lot of pressure on our quads in that last round. So rest if you need to. So remember, always high knees. The only thing that's unfortunate about that part is that I go a little bit too slow. 2, 3, 4, burpee. Woo! We're almost there. I can finish with one burpee. And low squat hold. So remember, you don't have to do this. Try not to touch my legs. Try not to do this. Breathe here. Woo! Gorgeous. Back to those 4 honeys. You don't have to keep those feet squat position. You can bring them right underneath your hips if you need to. Doesn't matter to me. As long as you keep that burpee form perfect, as long as you're staying safe, as long as you're going through the full range of motion. We're almost there. 30 more seconds of work, and then we go on to our final round, which is going to set us into our cool down. Last round. Sometimes I breathe like that, so I know what count I'm on. Woo! There's a lot of noisy things that I do to keep track of my reps. Woo! Hey, as long as you're going through the full range of motion. I forgot. 10 more seconds. I'm sure you saw the transition in my face. Oh my goodness, we're almost there. And rest. That was probably the hardest thing that we had to do today. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Please take some time to rest and recover while I explain the last 3 exercises. We're going to keep the same pattern of 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds of rest. This time it's only 3 exercises. We're going to start to move a little bit lower, a little bit slower. Our first of 3 exercises, core. Sorry, that's hard. So, normally we have leg drops, hands underneath the butt to help that pelvic tilt. That's going to happen automatically when you slide the hands here. You don't have to keep them like a triangle. I keep them like this just to make sure that my butt stays tilted. You're going to bring the knees over the hips, so legs together. Bent knees, like you have a tray table. I always picture a bunch of cupcakes, because no matter how many times I make cupcakes, they all stick together, and I have a really hard time taking apart. So you want to make sure that that plate stays as neutral as possible. Hands underneath the butt. All we're going to do, 2 bent knee drops. 1, 2. You're going to bring the legs out. You're going to roll up twice. So just like in those sit-ups, you're going to reach up towards the ceiling, touch your heels, and gently roll back down. That's 1. And 2. If you feel uncomfortable doing one of the 2 exercises, just pick roll-ups, just pick leg drops. It does not have to be for a full 40 seconds. You can take a break every 10 seconds. It's totally up to you. Or we can do 2 roll-ups to 2 bent knee drops. That's exercise 1 of 3 for 40 seconds. Exercise number 2. Oh my gosh, I forgot I wrote this. So it's called a bear crawl. In yoga, you have that tabletop position, hands underneath the shoulders, knees stay underneath the hips. So we're basically doing the exact opposite of what we just did. We're going to tuck the toes. The goal is to get the knees 2 to 3 inches off the floor. And all you're going to do is crawl. 1, 2. From this position, you're going to drop the knees, extend the left leg, right hand, and then tuck that knee into the chest, and then back out. Flex that foot, tuck that knee into the chest, then back out, flex that foot. Bring both knees and hands back down, tuck the toes. Now this is the tricky part, we walk backwards. 1, 2, drop the knees. Again, left hand, right foot, elbow to knee. Right foot, left hand, elbow to knee. Worst case scenario, you stay in that tabletop position and bring opposite elbow to knee. You're going to try and keep the shoulders as neutral as possible towards the floor. So in that knee tuck, the goal is to keep the shoulders square, tucking that knee in so we're not leaning. I don't know if I leaned last time, sorry. And then back out. Exercise 2 of 3, 40 seconds of work and 15 seconds of rest. Our last exercise. Again, back to core. Sorry, not sorry. 4 bicycle sit-ups to 1 regular sit-up. So, bicycle sit-ups, I'm sure you've seen these from this position. Hands by the head, not on them. So we're going to keep the elbows out. Extend the left knee in towards the chest. Extend the left knee, that doesn't make any sense. Bend the left knee towards the chest. Right elbow, left knee, that's 1. 2, turning, looking exactly where you're turning, that way that whole chest turns. 3, 4, feet down, sit up, foot, back down. 1, 2, 3, 4, feet down, arms across the chest, sit up. We rest, and we do it all over again. If you've already forgotten what we're doing, don't worry, so have I. So we'll go through it together. 40 seconds of work, 2 rounds, 3 exercises, 10 seconds of warm up. We got this, we're almost there. Let's breathe. Bent knee drops to roll-ups. Please be on your mat, do as I say, not as I do. We're almost there. Knees at 90 degrees. Hands can be underneath the butt. We got 1 knee drop, 2 knee drops. After that, we drop our leg down to the floor. Hands come across the chest. 1 sit up. 2 sit up. Excuse me. And relax down. Right back to those knee drops. Woo! 1, 2. If you find that this is not challenging enough, woo, you can grab a dumbbell. Oh, this is going to be a bad decision. I can already tell. You can put that dumbbell on your chest. Roll up. Or sit up, excuse me. And then relax back down. Legs can be straight if you'd like to. It's totally up to you. But we're down with exercise number 1. Okay. Bear crawls to those knees to chest. Let's start in tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spine stays as neutral as possible. Let's tuck the toes, bring the knees up. All we're going to do is crawl. 1, 2. Drop the knees. Right now my left hand is forward. So I'm going to extend my left hand, right foot, keeping the shoulders square. Elbow to knee. Excuse me. You can make as much noise as you need to. Again, elbow to knee. And then put them all back down. Now we tuck the toes. Walk backwards. 2. Drop the knees. My right hand is forward. I'm going to extend my right hand, left knee, or left leg, excuse me. Oh, no, this side's different. Breathe here. Shoulders stay square. Woo! And relax. We're going to turn right back over to those bicycle sit-ups, to 1 regular sit-up. We're almost there. We're almost there. Breathe. Relax nice and gentle against the mat. Hands come by the ears, not on them. Elbows out. Left knee to chest. Right leg extended. Twist. 2. Breathe. 3. 4. Legs come down. Hands can come up or on the chest. 1 sit up. Ooh. Back down. Woo! I know that at Tough Cookie Training, we always try to work our core in any workout we're doing, but this is just excessive. Breathe here. Exhale, lower down. We're almost there. Even I'm like, wow, this is too much. Sorry. Hashtag team too much. We got this. We're almost there. Hands across the chest. Ugh. Gorgeous. Well, good news is that we're already in our position for our first of 3 workouts, which was those bent knee drops to sit-ups. Bad news is we got bent knee drops to sit-ups. This is the last time we do this today. We have 40 seconds of work, 15 seconds in transition, hands underneath the butt, knees bent. This is the last thing we have to do today, I hope. 1, 2, extend the legs. Hands can roll up, touch the heels, gently and slowly lower back down, or arms across the chest, elbows to knees, gently and slowly lower down. Oh, sorry, if this is the last thing you have to do today, beautiful. If it's not, I'm so glad that you took your time. Oh, that you took time out of your day to hang out with me and to do a workout, because otherwise it would be me just yelling at myself in the room, which isn't any different than normal, but you know. Breathe here. Oh, relax. Now we turn over and we have the exact same position as we were just in. We have those bear crawls, 2 forward, elbow to knee, twice, 2 back, elbow to knee. So I'm going to move, tuck my tailbone, tuck my toes, bring my knees up the floor. I'm gonna move my left hand, right foot. Left foot, right hand. My gosh. So right now my right hand is forward. Extend the left foot. Bring the elbows just. Excuse me. You can make as much noise as you need to. And bring that hand back down. Tuck the toes. Come up. We're going to go backwards now. Left hand, right foot. Right hand, left foot. Bring the knees down. Extend. Chest. Out. In. We're almost there. Woo! Breathe, breathe, breathe. Tuck the toes. Let's walk. 1, 2. Knees down. Woo! Oh my gosh. And relax. Oh, okay. Final round. Those bicycle sit-ups. Woo! To one regular sit-up. Hands by your ears. Not on them. By your ears. Elbows out. Head, neck, and chest lifted. Let's turn. Switch. 3, 4. Feet down. Hands across the chest. Elbows to knees. Exhale back down. We're almost there. You are so much stronger than 20 minutes. I know. 20 minutes. Excuse me. 20 seconds. Well, you are stronger than 20 minutes. But you're stronger than 10 seconds. We're almost there. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Oh, excuse me. Remember, if you're doing 1, you're doing great. You got this. You got this. 3. Oh. Oh my gosh, I was lying about that 10 seconds. I wasn't lying that you're stronger than 10 seconds. Oh, but the time got away from me. Oh, beautiful job. Woo! Thank you so much. That was so horrible and wonderful at the same time. Breathe here. Take a couple deep breaths. Take your time. Oh, be quiet, Deborah. Take your time to grab a towel, grab some water. The only thing we have left to do is our stretching. So I'm going to quiet this. All we're going to do is quiet our heart rate just a little bit right now. If you feel like you're already nice and rested, gorgeous. We're just going to take a few moments to breathe. Once you're ready, you can keep breathing, but I like to add movement to my breath, so I'm going to inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, lower down. Let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, bring the arms up. Exhale, lower down. Now on this last time, we're going to inhale, bring the arms up. Reach up towards the ceiling. You did a lot of work in a very short amount of time, so please give your body some time to catch up. Reaching up towards the ceiling. Now we're going to keep the elongation in the spine. Keep reaching. We're going to exhale. Relax the shoulder blades down away from the ears. Beautiful job. Breathe. As you take one more inhale. Exhale. We're going to lower the arms down towards the sides. Now, I'm going to take my left ear towards the left shoulder. We're going to start stretching at the top of the head. Move all the way down our body. So my left ear is towards the left shoulder. Don't force it. We're just kind of tucking that ear to that shoulder. You're going to wiggle your right fingertips. You're going to press out against an imaginary wall. Breathing here. Still keeping the elongation in the spine. So you inhale here. Take one more exhale. Relax that hand down. Take that head back towards center. Now we're going to do right ear towards right shoulder. Again, don't force it. Just gently let that head hang. And take your left hand out. Push against that imaginary wall. Sorry, I don't need to close my eyes. It's just so relaxing. Breathe here. That right hand is just resting gently, either on your hip or to the floor. As you take one more inhale, grow taller, abdominals on. Exhale, relax that hand, bring that head up towards center. We're going to do 2 dramatic shoulder rolls. So make it super dramatic. We're going to do them all the way back. You can bend the knees, bring the shoulders up. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. And down, one more time. From the side, take it up. Back. And down. Beautiful job. We're going to give ourselves a great big hug to stretch the posterior muscle groups. Take our right hand, we're going to bring it out to shoulder level. We're going to take it across our chest. Our left hand is going to come up underneath. So please be careful to not go directly on that elbow. Please either go in top or in front, in back or in front of it. Now when we're squeezing this hand, squeezing this arm into this chest, let me turn to the side to show you. We're not hunching. We're going to go ahead and elongate the spine, stand tall, squeeze the glutes, abdominals are still on. We're feeling a posterior stretch in the back. Breathe here in the shoulders. Keep that right shoulder down away from the ears. You inhale, grow taller one more time. Exhale, gently and slowly release. Please move very gently. Left hand now comes in front of that chest. Right arm comes up. Gives yourself a great big hug. Pat yourself on the shoulder. Sorry. Breathe here. glute squeeze, breathing. Gorgeous job. As you take one more inhale, exhale gently and slowly release. Woo! We're gonna take one arm up in an L, particularly my right arm. The other arm down in a 7, well, it kind of looks like a 7. All we're gonna do, let me turn to this side to show you. So we stretch the back, now we're gonna stretch the front. We're gonna squeeze the shoulder blades together, opening up that chest. Exhale back to center, and then switch. So from the front, move those elbows back behind the rib cage, back to center. I'm working on my shoulder mobility, so it might look a little funny. I kind of only move in one range of motion, so it's hard for me to demonstrate this. But the goal is to get the elbows back behind the chest. You have another 3, 2, and last one, relax the arms down. Stretching the posterior muscle groups. I'm going to turn to this side to show you, like we've been doing all morning, or sorry, afternoons. I forgot what time it is. Feet directly underneath the hips. Inhale one last time, bring the arms up. Exhale, push the booty back. Come down with a nice neutral spine. Come down gently, please. Once you hit that halfway point, fall down towards the floor. Just let that upper body drag you down. If your fingertips touch the floor, let's curl the fingertips so that upper body can hinge you more to stretch out the posterior muscle groups. Breathe here. We did a lot of squats. We did a lot of everything today. So please, tell somebody about your workout today. Say something nice about your workout today. Breathe here as you take one inhale. Exhale gently and slowly soften the knees some more. You're going to tuck the tailbone, stack the hips, then your vertebrae, your shoulders, your neck, then your head. Give yourself a round of applause. That was so awesome. I appreciate your energy. I appreciate your hard work. For me, that was a hard one today, so thank you so much. You guys are beautiful. You're strong. Thank you. I look so forward to seeing you next Friday. Woo. Have a beautiful week. Thank you.
Really appreciate your time with us. Ladies, I don't know if you have any questions before you guys log off, but you're more than welcome to ask Rachel questions before 2:30, before we head out. If not, y'all are free to go.
Yeah. Get out. No. You can also email me anytime at all. I'm more than happy to answer any questions. If you can't think of them now and you want to ask them later, totally cool.
Got it. Thank you so much, Rachel.
You're so welcome. Oh my gosh, thank you.
you.
Woohoo, thank you.
Thank you, Rachel. We appreciate it. We have one more class left to go,
Woo!
and that's it.
Awesome.
We're filling out the check request, so hopefully it comes